Hello, I'm the PaintedDog and welcome back to episode 15, I believe, of our Timberborn Let's Play series. As you can see there, our first bot will be produced shortly. I think that will be a good step for us in the right direction. Don't want to speed this up too much because I want to see the first bot being produced and running around. We have a couple of charging stations up, so he won't be left to his own devices. But yeah, there's charging ports close by, so... Oh, there it is. Ah, I missed it. But yes, so I'll quickly go ahead and get a couple of bots in. I'm going to use that first one in this assembler. And then I'm just going to get the basic bot factories and bot assemblers up and running with bots. And then we can bring you back and then we can start getting all this switched over. But yes, I'll see you now. Okay, I got a little bit carried away. I switched over all the bot production, the bot factories and assemblers over to bots, but I also did smelters. I also included another smelter. Included those two. This industrial lumber mill I switched over, and I also increased the amount of workers, but that's it. I also went ahead and switched over the mine salon, and I included this scrap metal pile here. And this is a bit redundant, but it's 300% movement speed, so I thought it was good to just include this bit here. I thought of including a smelter in here as well, but this is already taking up 300 horsepower just through that. And it's always on, so... I need to think of a way to automate that. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. But yeah, at this stage, I'm not sure I'm going to automate this if I don't draw the power all the time. Only when there's a bot that needs to be recharged. I don't know how that, if that can be done and how that will be done, but yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this on. We're going to get a lot of bots being destroyed, but hopefully this will help us get scrap metal over here a bit faster. I switched these over to basically pull and prioritize by haulers. And if you go all the way over here, I included 6 more scavenger flags in here. So basically doubled or tripled the amount of scrap metal that we can get from there. As soon as that's depleted, I'm going to use all those beavers as haulers. We can get them in here doing a bit of hauling. So since we have one more bot left, let's get him switched over. For that gear workshop, I'm going to do all of these buildings in here. And then we're going to do spread out a little bit. Just thinking of, are we going to go with water and bad water pumping? At this stage I'm not going to automate or use bots for that. Maybe food production, maybe. But at this stage we are still keeping up, so I'm not sure where we were going to include bots now, but we will think of a place where we can use bots. There you are. And I also placed in these bits of tubeways around here, so everything is connected through the center through here. I thought it looked lovely, so that's why I included it. It seems as though we are slowly getting a bit more metal blocks in. Oh, that was... If we didn't, I would have been worried. Since we added in 5 more there, that's producing... Let's say it's halfway, so it's producing 5 metal. What is it usually? Yeah. 10 metal in 1.8 hours, so it's producing 10 metal in 3.6 hours. And now since it's bots, we are basically running 24/7, so yeah. We're going to get a lot of scrap metal through there. So hopefully this will get everything sorted. As you can see now, we are making a lot of scrap metal now, so I'm happy. Get that switched over. That was a bottleneck at this stage for metal blocks. Now we can always go ahead and move, I think this one next. Switch him over to that. Then we can do these 2 guys. Get them switched over to bots. We can always do this one, and yeah, we will get a lot of work done now, hopefully. These guys are taking this off. Do I go ahead and go to these areas? You know what, I don't think so. At this stage when I have to place in tubeways, because let's face it, this is the bottleneck. I have to walk all the way from there to here. Then you can take the tubeway. So that's a bit of an issue. That's why it's taking so long. I can maybe see a use of getting to this side. Basically to here. And it's just walking to there. Because here's a ruins that we can always use as well. But for now, I don't think so. Still have a couple of trees there, still have trees there and there. So at this stage we are golden. Need to wait until there's 2 more so I can increase this and switch it over. With that in mind, this stage I'm not going to do that because otherwise we'll pump out more unemployed beavers. Get more beavers in there, or produce more beavers. At this stage, about 150 beavers, the rest bots. I think that will be fine for us. Let's take this down to, let's say, 5. Let's take a quick peek here. Yeah, all our breeding pods has stopped. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this guy. So we'll have 10 more haulers, which is never a bad thing. Metal blocks are up to 60, 61. That's good. Chassis is now lagging and heads are lagging. Over heads, still metal blocks. Might just make sense to do this, but I don't want our haulers to be bogged down by all of this. But I think for now that will help us quite a lot. I'm going to switch this over and get you that. You know what, I'm going to do that. So the next one will go in there automatically. Yeah, they will do that automatically. I might just switch this one over as well, but at this stage there's no worries for getting that. Go on the last 2 bits of scrap metal here. Then, yeah, we have to do something about that. Maybe get more haulers, but yeah, at this stage it's not necessary. Couple of deaths through old age. Got another bot created, so he's in there now. Yeah, I think that's now working nicely. So only left with a centrifuge in this general vicinity, and then everything in here is run by bots, which I kind of like. Switch you over as well. I'll just keep an eye on these 2. Which one will lags behind more? We can always change that up later. Might get the next one is in there. Then I'm going to up this so we can get more bots in here. But I need to go ahead and increase the workplace priority of these. And the same with this. This one's not being used yet, but I'm still going to do that. Just so we can always produce bots. Suddenly we have a lot of beavers in here, but it's because those paused and those paused because our water is at max basically. Our bad water is basically maxed. 18 scrap metal left there. What seems to be the issue here? Oh yeah, that's the issue. Placed that in, but I didn't do anything with it. Let's get that sorted out. There's another space where we can grow some food. Basically halfway of the power, using half of the power there, and a quarter of a power there. Oh yeah. Still happy chappy with that. That's now run, this entire area here is run by bots. Now we can start filling in the mine. I'm just going to go ahead and just do that. So if they automatically go there. As soon as they are created. Yeah. That's quite nice. Now we have these guys that have nothing to do. Let's go ahead. Get down here. Copy this. More haulers. They said never a bad thing. Yeah, beaver population is going down. But that's because we have a lot of unemployed beavers. Then a lot of the jobs are being replaced by bots, so yeah, we have that as well. Let me think of a way that we can automate this. Still a bit confused with that, but yeah, we'll see. Lots of decontamination pods. So yeah, no worries there. And they are basically... Oh yeah, we need... Why can't you get all of the required things? I don't know why, but I could say so. This is just a hive of activity. I like it. Still can't tell you which of these are lagging behind more. If you take a look at the heads, you need three ingredients. And for the chassis you need 2. Same with the limbs. I think this might have been the main bottleneck, but we'll see. Previously it was the chassis, that's why. When I did the bot parts, I did this one first. But we have enough blanks, we have metal now, so I don't see why it would be an issue now, but yeah. It has done stranger things in the past. 4. 4. On this side, 3, 4. I think it might be time for a couple of monuments in here. This, we're still quite a bit away from this. But we might be able to swing something like the Laborer Monument. I might as well go ahead and unlock what we can. Something like that. Just so I can get the spacing correct. You know, something like that. Then go ahead and pause that. Let's see if we can get this. Cover everything. Not really. But we can do that. That. We do this. Then we'll be able to get this guy in. And that guy, but is there a way for me to get power in there? This thing needs 600 HP, so I can't even get basically get one of these generators in here to do that. I need to look at a way to get power from here over to that side. Yeah, I think that's the only way to do it at this stage. Maybe go underground? How far can I go down? I think there's a couple of things in the way, but we'll see. I can go in here. But we'll see if we can get that going. Let me just see quickly if this covers all the housing in the corner. Yeah, all the houses are fine with that. So yeah, that's great. Just these two that will take tremendous amount of resources. We'll do that one. 300, 100 metal parts. Metalsmith, where are you? Now we can place you a bit closer. Why not? Going to unlock you for that. You're all ready for metal parts. Great. You know what? No, let's put you on this side. couple more charging stations in here. I said that, but I think I'm going to get this guy going in here as well. Yeah, I think so. He's automated to metal parts, great, so we can have that. We have 5 more bots. That's filled up. Where can we start replacing? But then again, if we move away from this area, then we need to have areas for charging ports. That's the thing, eh? Don't know what used that huge amount of metal parts, but luckily we have guys in here. These are being topped up now, so that's great. A couple of people dying of old age, but then again we have these breeding pods kicking in then. 100 gears, we don't have that. Treated planks, 100 we have that. Metal blocks, 300 we have that, but I don't really want to eat into my metal blocks. So I just go ahead and change out these guys for. And then we add in a couple of charging ports in here. That might just be the play. Then we can add a couple of charging ports down here as well. Yeah. That will work for us. Oh yeah, these take 10 metal parts each. I placed in quite a lot down there. Explosives. You know what, I'm going to get explosives as well. You are high risk. You can get a couple. And you can get a couple. There's just 6 more, then we can switch all that over as well. Okay. I'm happy so far. We are doing a bit of work. A couple of oaks to harvest there, same there. A little bit less there, but we still have something. Let's harvest that, get that collected. They can just go and pick up that up. One, two, three. leave this as a bit of a tunnel. And over here we're going to go 3 like that. Let's go ahead and cut down all of these trees. We can go a bit through there. To create another area where we can do a bit of food production, because if you take a look here, all of these foods that we still need to include. Okay, so all of those charging stations are done. I think since a lot of these buildings are, basically the rest of the map will be powered by this, but we need to connect these up together. I think that will be the smart move. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and do this. Landscaping tunnels. Let's get this prioritized and prioritized. Now I'm going to take that one out. I'm going to take this out. Going to get some of these in. Take this guy. And get you sorted like that. Can I believe these things will be connected? Oh no, not yet. I need to add in this. Now they will be connected. Yeah, that will work. Yeah, I think that will work for us. We go landscape. Do this. Hopefully they don't do something dumb like filling it up from the back. They might do something dumb. Wanting to build from bottom up. But let's face it, it's the dumb beavers. They will probably do something dumb. I did something dumb. Get that taken out. As I said, hopefully they don't do something dumb there, but we'll see. We'll see. 14 3 beavers. Or bots. This metalsmith. I don't have a way to get that in there. Big planks and metal parts. I'm just going to go do that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. For now, I'm not going to be too worried about it. Do I go ahead and place in a control tower in here? I think it might work wonders for us. All of us is now connected. We're only basically using a third of its potential, just under a third. Now I need to get this power over to that side. Okay, we have a drought incoming. Question is, did the dum-dums do anything in here that I have to be worried about? So far, no. But we don't know what they will do next. Now it's better to flow in here. Do we just go full valves? Question is, do I try and push the water in here as well? Problem is this. I know I can regulate that. That might be something for another time. And nighttime is here already. Yeah. Now we have a beaver shortage and a bot shortage, but luckily we have systems in place to start picking up and to work again. Of course, as soon as these guys jump into production again, we have 10 more beavers missing. There will be 11 short, but that's fine. 10 short. Yeah. Our colony is ticking over now. Let's have a quick peek. Flame of Unity. I think they still need to sleep a bit. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna take power for this. Now that I think about it. quickly go down. Can't really replace those blocks. Same with this. If I were to take that out, let's do that. What's the damage? Okay, let's go up. Yep. Changed up. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on. And then we'll have this barrack going in there. And yeah, we'll see if we can get that sorted. Now this will be connected with power. Need to find a way to connect those up, but that's something that we can work on. Where's the issue now? Come on, get that done, guys, get that done. We are losing a lot of water. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That now stabilized, yes. But everything is underwater. Let's just go. Don't want to lose everything. Come on, come on, come on. When I've done something like that in the beginning of a drought. That's great news, eh? Just quickly see. What does the water do? That's now stationary. Just this amount of water needs to go through that small gap. We're gonna have a lot of unwell beavers. Luckily we have decontamination pods. Come on. Just drain. Just drain. luckily a lot of workforce in here is already bots, so yeah, that will help quite a lot, minimizing the amount of sick beavers. But let's see if we can get this flowing through here a bit faster because of my stupidity. Come on. Luckily we can't get water going past these full wells, otherwise we won't have had issues. Come on. It's flowing, but really slowly. Okay, now I can go ahead and close this up. Get this up to 1.9 again. There we go. Now we lost all these crops. Luckily we didn't lose any trees. Take you out. Okay, we have that going for us. I can always go ahead and add in a fluid dump in there. Storage in here. Water. Prioritize. I don't really need to prioritize. Because these are connected, they will help to basically communicate between the two. Hopefully those can get built. There's no warning messages there. Let me just go ahead and do something like this. Oh. That one I'm going to leave. So I think I'm going to fill this up from the bottom. Seeing that we don't do this. Let's see, will they be able to do this from this side? Let's see. Now I'm going to take these out. Place it with full valves. And let's get a pathway over this. Need to fill that in. Made this a full valve and it's not needed because yeah, I'm gonna place in dirt behind there. Let's take that out. I could have just left that in now that I think about it. Get that sorted. Okay, so we have gonna have 11 contaminated beavers, but luckily we have a couple, like looks like 9 decontamination pods, and there won't be, everyone won't be in there at the same time, so that's fine. We have bad water down there, but it won't affect us. Yeah, no worries there. Okay, now we have this. Let's see quickly. I go down. Had to be that. Yeah, there's no way for something else to be there. So, let's just put it back. I can try and do something a bit smart, or what I think will be smart. See, something like that. Get that connected with that. Yeah, I think that would be the way to do it. And over here, we'll just do something like that. Yeah, something like that. Same on this side. And something similar on this side. Okay. Then we'll have power to all those areas, but I need to get down into this tunnel. Where can I pop up? Let's see, if I go across there, something like that. Yeah, that will work. Get down there. So if I'm down there, I can always go ahead and do some work and get that sorted. I believe. We still need to see if that's a viable option for us. Okay, so now that that is in, if we were to do something like this, the Novus will be able to be built. I believe so. That's done. That side is done. Everything there is connected. Detonate that. Let's have a quick peek. Go down. Now. Okay, I believe we will be fine. Thing is now, this thing is probably fine. Probably fine. Let's detonate that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now that you do that, let's go down and have a peek. Okay, now that's connected. Great. So now we need to find a place where we can pop out and get power from. Okay, if we were to do something like this, eh? Like that, and then like that, then we can get down there. Let's just make sure. Yeah, we can. I'm going to unlock the watertight power shaft. And take that bit out. So, watertight power shaft. Get that in. Great. Now we need to get a bit more in there. Okay, in here. Let's go down like that. And I think it's up to there. Let's go down quickly. Let's go up. This bit I don't need. Okay. Let's go like that. Take that out. Take that bit out. We can take and we go down and we take that bit, and there we have it. This will be the place for us to basically get down there. There's a vertical power shaft, so if I take that pathway down, there's a ladder there, that's why it's been difficult. If I do that, let's see if we have a nice decent run up there. Yes, we do. Now we can just take it up that, and then all the way down there. They don't want to go all the way up. Take that down all the way. Yeah, something like that. So let's get that cooking. There we go. And I can always seal this up later again. Already started laying this in. It's a bit of spaghetti, but at least it will get us there. I could always have... Seriously? Seriously be shorter just going like this. Now I'm just going to take this out. Yeah, they can do that. And get a normal power shaft in there. Great. Now they can rather do that. Get that built, I'm not too worried about that. We can always use that later on for something else. Basically finished, I'm not even going to bother with that. But as I said, this is just a walkway for now. We can fill that in later. Or just seal it up. Yep. But this is something I will do off screen. As a quick recap, what did we do? We basically checked that all our bots are sorted out. This is a bot heavy episode, so yeah, guess the name of this episode. So yeah, everything here switched over to bots. We have a mine which is basically run by bots. We started with some of our other areas. We started building in monuments. Let me just put the earth repopulator back. Just remember to pause this. And now we have ways to get this connected as well. We have enough gears, we have enough treated bags, and we have enough metal to get this sorted. Yeah, that might be something that we need to sort out in the near future to get that started. So yeah, this is and we placed in another area where we can do a bit of work in there. Take a look there. Let's just get this sorted. Do something like that. Like that. This we can always take out later, or we can just go ahead and do that to the impermeable floor and get that sorted. So yes, now we have more areas that we can grow food and get everything up and running for us. Limited, always adding a couple more there, but for now that's fine. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.